Welcome to English Speaking Podcast, where learning happens through engaging conversations. In today's session, we're diving into the world of social media and its influence on our everyday lives.
Have you ever opened your phone just to check one message, and somehow an hour disappeared?
Oh no. Don't call me out like that. That happens to me almost every day. I tell myself, just 5 minutes, and suddenly I'm watching videos about cooking, football, and even baby pandas.
See? That's exactly why I wanted to bring this up. It's something almost all of us experience. I'm Elia, by the way.
And I'm Aiden. If you've ever lost track of time because of social media, you're definitely not alone.
I don't think social media is completely good or completely bad. It's a little more complicated than that.
I agree. Well, mostly. Sometimes I feel it's amazing because I learn so many things.
Other times, I finish scrolling and think, wait.
What did I actually gain from that?
That's a really honest question. So, let me ask you something. What's the first app you usually open after you wake up?
Honestly? Instagram. Sometimes YouTube. I know I should probably check the weather or my messages first, but my thumb just goes there automatically.
That's an interesting word, automatically. It means doing something without really thinking about it. Like a habit that's become part of your routine.
So, if I unlock my phone and open Instagram without planning to, I'm doing it automatically.
Exactly. And many people do the same thing. It's not because they're lazy. It's because habits are powerful.
That makes me feel a little better. I thought it was just me.
Not at all. In fact, let me ask everyone listening. What's the first app you open each morning? Think about it for a second.
Hopefully, it's not the comments section.
Laughs. Well, that depends on the comments.
Some comments are helpful. Others, not so much.
True. Social media connects us with people, but it also fills our minds with a lot of information. Sometimes too much.
I've noticed that. I can watch one useful English video, and then suddenly I'm watching 10 funny clips that have nothing to do with learning.
That's because social media is designed to keep you interested. Every swipe gives you something new.
So it's not just a lack of self-control.
No, not entirely. The apps are built to grab your attention. Attention means the focus you give to something.
I like that word. Attention. My teacher used to say, pay attention, but I never thought about what it really meant.
Exactly. If something grabs your attention, it makes you want to keep looking at it.
Like those videos that start with, you won't believe what happened next.
Yes. That's a perfect example. They're trying to make you curious.
And it works. I click almost every time.
You're definitely not the only one.
Can I ask something? If social media is designed to keep us scrolling, does that mean it's bad?
That's a great question. I'd say it's more like food.
Food?
Think about it. Healthy food helps your body. Too much junk food doesn't. Social media is similar. It depends on what you consume and how much.
I never thought about it like that. So one educational video isn't the problem. Spending 3 hours watching random videos might be.
Exactly. Balance is the key.
That's another useful word, balance.
Yes. Balance means giving the right amount of time and importance to different parts of your life.
So, if I spend time studying, exercising, talking with my family, and then enjoy social media for a while, that's balance.
Perfect example.
Okay, but here's something that confuses me. Sometimes I open YouTube to learn English, and I actually do learn something. Isn't that a good use of social media?
Absolutely. Social media can be an amazing learning tool. Think about how many free lessons, language channels, cooking videos, and science experiments are available.
I've even learned how to fix small problems on my laptop just by watching tutorials.
See? That's one of the biggest advantages. Years ago, people had to search through books or ask someone for help. Today, many answers are just a few clicks away.
That's pretty incredible when you think about it.
It really is. But let me ask you another question. Have you ever compared your life to someone else's after scrolling online?
Honestly? Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes I see people traveling every month, buying expensive things, eating at fancy restaurants. And then I look at my own life and think, am I doing enough?
That's a feeling many people have, even if they don't talk about it. But here's something important to remember. On social media, people usually share their highlights, not their ordinary days.
Kind of like showing only the best scenes from a movie.
Exactly. You don't usually see the boring moments, the mistakes, or the difficult days.
That makes a lot of sense. I guess comparing my whole life to someone else's best moments isn't really fair.
That's a powerful realization. And I think it's something we'll explore even more as we keep talking.
Now that you say it, I remember something funny. Last month, one of my friends posted pictures from a beach vacation. I thought, wow, he's living the perfect life. Then I met him a few days later, and he said, I was actually stressed the whole trip because of work.
That's such a good example. A single photo rarely tells the whole story. We often see the smile, but not the problems behind it.
So social media is a bit like a highlight reel.
Exactly. A highlight reel shows only the best moments. It's a great phrase to remember because people use it often.
Highlight reel. I like that. So if someone says, don't compare yourself to other people's highlight reels, they mean we're only seeing the good parts.
You got it.
But here's something I've always wondered. Why do we compare ourselves so easily?
Because we're human. Our brains naturally notice what other people are doing. The problem starts when comparison becomes constant.
Constant. Meaning it happens all the time.
Exactly. Imagine checking your phone every 10 minutes and seeing someone achieving something new. After a while, you might feel like you're falling behind, even if you're actually making progress.
Wow. I've felt that before. I see people saying, I learned a new language in 6 months, or I started a business at 19. Then I think, what am I doing?
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Do you know everything about those people?
Well. No.
Do you know how many times they failed before posting that success?
Probably not.
Then you're comparing your real life with someone else's edited story.
When you put it that way, it sounds unfair.
It is. Everyone has a different journey.
Although, sometimes social media motivates me too.
That's the other side of the story.
Last year I started exercising because I followed a fitness creator. If I hadn't seen those videos, I probably wouldn't have started.
That's a wonderful example. Inspiration is another useful word. It means something that gives you the desire to do or create something.
So that creator became my inspiration.
Exactly. Social media can inspire people to learn English, start a business, cook healthier meals, or even reconnect with old friends.
I guess it depends on who we follow.
That's a very important point.
Wait. Are you saying we should unfollow people?
Maybe some of them.
Laughs. That sounded serious.
Not because they're bad people. But if someone's content makes you feel anxious, unhappy, or distracted every single day, it's okay to step away.
I've never thought about it like cleaning my room.
Cleaning your room?
Yeah. Sometimes you throw away things you don't need anymore. Maybe we should clean our social media too.
I love that comparison. You can organize your digital space just like your physical space.
Digital space. That's another nice phrase.
It simply means everything you use online, your apps, accounts, and the content you see.
Okay, can we try a little role play?
Absolutely. I'll be your friend.
All right.
Aiden, why didn't you reply to my message? I sent it 3 hours ago.
Maybe I'd say, sorry, I was busy studying.
That's a good answer. Now imagine you actually weren't studying. You were scrolling through videos.
Oh. That's embarrassing.
It happens. What could you say honestly?
Maybe. I'm sorry. I opened social media for a few minutes, and I completely lost track of time.
Perfect. Lost track of time is a very natural English expression. It means you didn't realize how much time had passed.
I think I'm going to use that expression. Because it's true.
Hopefully not too often.
I'll try.
Here's another situation. Imagine you're having dinner with your family.
Okay.
Everyone is talking, but one person keeps looking at their phone.
I've seen that so many times.
What would you say politely?
Maybe. Could you put your phone away for a little while?
Very nice. That's polite and natural.
Instead of saying, stop using your phone.
Exactly. Your sentence sounds much friendlier.
You know what? I realized something while we were talking.
What's that?
Sometimes I blame social media for wasting my time, but maybe I also need to take responsibility.
That's a thoughtful observation. Responsibility means accepting that your choices matter.
So instead of saying, social media made me do it, I can ask myself, did I choose to keep scrolling?
Yes. Technology influences us, but we still make decisions.
Although, those recommendations are scary.
They can be. You watch one travel video, and suddenly your entire feed becomes travel videos.
Exactly. Last week I searched for one recipe, and now every app thinks I'm becoming a chef.
Laughs. That's how recommendation systems work. They try to predict what you'll enjoy next.
Sometimes they're surprisingly accurate.
And sometimes they're completely wrong.
True. Yesterday I got a video about keeping pet snakes.
Do you even like snakes?
Not at all. I don't even know how that happened.
See? The algorithm isn't perfect.
Algorithm, that's a word people hear all the time. What's the simplest way to explain it?
Think of it as a set of instructions a computer follows. On social media, the algorithm decides which posts or videos you're more likely to see based on your activity.
So every click teaches the app something about me.
Exactly. Which is why being mindful of what you watch really matters.
Mindful. That's another useful word.
Yes. Being mindful means paying careful attention to your actions instead of acting without thinking.
I like that. Maybe before opening an app, I should ask myself one simple question: why am I opening this?
That's a fantastic habit. Sometimes the answer will be, to learn. Other times it might simply be, I'm bored.
And if I'm just bored? Maybe I could do something else instead.
That's the kind of small decision that can make a surprisingly big difference. You know, Aiden, I don't think anyone needs to quit social media completely.
Really? I thought you were going to say, delete all your apps.
Laughs. Not at all. For most people, that's not realistic. The goal isn't to avoid technology. It's to use it wisely.
I like that. Use it wisely, not endlessly.
Exactly. Let me ask you something. If you had 1 hour of free time, how much of it would you spend on social media?
Maybe 20 or 30 minutes.
That sounds reasonable. The important part is making the choice yourself instead of letting the app decide for you.
That's a big difference. One feels intentional, and the other feels automatic.
Perfect use of the word intentional. It means you do something on purpose, with a clear reason.
So if I open YouTube because I want to practice English, that's intentional.
Exactly. But if you open it because you're bored and then forget why you picked up your phone, that's a different story.
I think we've all done that.
Including me. Nobody is perfect.
Really? Even you?
Of course. There have been days when I watched just one more video. And suddenly it was much later than I expected.
That actually makes me feel better. Sometimes people online act like they have perfect habits all the time.
And that's another reminder that real life isn't perfect.
Can I ask one last question?
Go ahead.
Do you think social media is making us less social?
That's an interesting question. I don't think social media replaces real conversations. It depends on how we use it.
Can you explain that?
Sure. If social media helps you stay connected with family, learn new skills, or make meaningful friendships, that's wonderful. But if it replaces every face-to-face conversation, then it might become a problem.
So it's about balance again.
Exactly. Technology should support our lives, not control them.
I think that's my favorite sentence from today.
Mine too.
Before we finish, could you share a few simple tips that people can actually use?
I'd love to. First, try setting a time limit for your favorite app. For example, if you normally scroll for an hour, start with 30 minutes instead.
That sounds manageable. Small changes are easier to keep.
Second, follow people who teach, inspire, or encourage you. If an account constantly makes you feel negative, it's okay to unfollow or mute it.
It's like choosing good friends, but online.
Exactly. Third, have at least one phone-free moment every day. It could be during breakfast, dinner, or before going to bed.
I think dinner would be a good place to start.
Finally, before opening any social media app, ask yourself one simple question: why am I opening this right now?
If I don't have a clear answer, maybe I don't need to open it.
That's the idea.
I actually want to try that today.
I hope everyone listening tries it too.
All right. I think it's quiz time.
Laughs. Okay. One quick question.
I'm ready.
If someone only posts their happiest moments online, what phrase did we learn today?
That's there. Highlight reel.
Perfect.
And if I keep checking my phone without thinking?
You're doing it automatically, or out of habit.
And if I pay attention to my choices before opening an app?
You're being mindful.
I think those are words I'll actually remember because we use them in real conversations.
That's the best way to learn a language.
So, what did you want me to do before we end?
I have one final question for you.
I'm listening.
What did you learn from today's conversation?
I'd say I learned that social media isn't really the enemy. It can help us learn, connect with people, and even inspire us. But if we use it without thinking, it can waste our time and make us compare ourselves with others. I also learned some useful words like highlight reel, mindful, intentional, attention, and balance. And I realized that I should ask myself why I'm opening an app instead of just doing it automatically.
That's an excellent summary. I'd only add one small idea.
What's that?
Remember that every person has a different journey. Don't compare your everyday life with someone else's best moments online. Focus on your own progress, even if it's slow.
I really needed to hear that.
I think many of us do.
You know, after this conversation, I don't feel like deleting social media. I just want to use it more wisely.
And honestly, that's exactly what we hoped for.
If you're listening, maybe today is a good day to look at your screen time and ask yourself, is my phone helping me? Or is it controlling me?
That's a wonderful challenge to leave everyone with.
Well, I had a great time today.
So did I. Thanks for spending these few minutes with us. We hope you learned some useful English and maybe even discovered a new way to think about social media.
Keep practicing a little every day. Your English, and your confidence, will grow before you know it.
Take care of yourself, stay curious, and remember that learning doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be consistent.
We'll see you in the next conversation.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Waving hand.